He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Dort. From behind the arc. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brown. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
White. Here's Porzingis. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And that makes it a tie ball game.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
And here's Caruso outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Holiday from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. Lets the three fly. Boston pulls it in. 3-on-3. Here's Porzingis. Back to Holiday. White with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And stolen by Holmgren. Inside. Williams' shot is good. Williams has gotten his second bucket of the game.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No made baskets yet. It's White with a drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Porzingis sets a screen. The kick out to White. This one for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Pass to Holmgren. From downtown. The shot off that time. Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. That one is off. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Boston out in front.
The Celtics, 15.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Pass to White. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. White's got 8 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Jrue Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Outside for Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Over Porzingis. Offensive board.
You can't forget to box out Dort. When you do, he looks to score on the offensive glass.
Outside White. Brown looking around. Outside Holiday. Tatum with a screen. Holiday with the ball. Off the lob. Jason Tatum.
What a pass and what a slam. Tatum finishing off a pretty alley-oop.
Now Holmgren. From the arc. Holiday grabs the miss. Here's Porzingis. Tatum from long range. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Right side Holiday. Outside Porzingis. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Here's Porzingis. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Williams' shot is good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Holiday. Now here's Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The three is up. Tatum pulls it in.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Down low. Holmgren. Back to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Outside Tatum. Off target from outside. Thunder trail by 4. Here's Williams. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. Boston on D. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And that one's good. Holmgren.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Brown with a screen. Back to White. Clock at 4. Porzingis for 3. That shot off the mark. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front. They're up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
And you have to love the way he's done it, Ryan. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander nails it from 3.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
The ball's knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. For the tie. Pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And here's Brown for 3. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Out of bounds. It'll be Thunder ball. Boston making a switch here.
Checking in for the Celtics.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. The kick out to Williams. They get the rebound. Pass to Hartenstein. Dort outside. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 4 on the clock. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Back to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. And he gets that one. And now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. It's so tough to defend threes on the break, but you got to find a way.
Craig with a screen. Driving to the basket. A nice shot by Walsh.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Wiggins outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the left wing. Launches it. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Pass to Brown. Horford with it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jalen Williams. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game now. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot no good. Nice D from Horford. Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. And there's the screen. And here's Brown. There's Tatum with the 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Fires from the wing. Caruso misses. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Porzingis with room to shoot. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Oklahoma's.
The Celtics, 33.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Thunder leading by 6. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Dort outside. And here's Holmgren. Jacks up a 3. Tatum pulls it in. Fast break. Here we go. Pass to White. They kick it out to Porzingis. But it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren.
Celtics ball.
Thunder on D. 6-point game. Tatum with a screen. It's Brown on the wing. No good on the triple. Williams on the wing. And there's a pick. And the shot goes in.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Porzingis sets a screen. Lets it fly. The Thunder pull it in. To the inside.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston, where the Celtics will square off. Porzingis can't hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Now White. Pass to Porzingis. Tatum drives in. Over Williams. Tatum no good.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
A floater. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. They set the pick. Here's Williams. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Porzingis. Shot from the top of the key. Yep, that one goes.
Offensively, there's few things on the court Porzingis can't do. He can use his length, strength, or both.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
The 3 from Tatum. Hits it from three-point range.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
The kick out to Brown. Inside. Holmgren with the steal. Pass to Williams. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Over in the corner, Dort. Holmgren the screen. With 1 on the clock. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And finished off by Brown.
And that's something that should really get Brown going. Alley-oops like that, that really helped the momentum.
Outside Williams. Oh, good on the 3.
And the the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Screen by Porzingis to the middle. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Outside Tatum. Back to Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Holmgren's got 7 points in the game. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Pass to Williams. Jacks up a 3. They get it back.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the balance Brown has on these takes, refusing to let the D get the upper hand.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Celtics trailed by 8. Here's Holiday. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. Brown outside. Tipped away. Right side, Porzingis. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Left side, Porzingis. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. Screen by Porzingis. Here's Brown. Excellent D there from Williams. The Thunder leading by 8.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Here's the Celtics with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Tatum somehow misses the one-handed flush. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer connects from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Holiday. Nothing on the board. Clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. A three from Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. Dort misses. Celtics trailed by 13. Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many Scots felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Back to Caruso. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Right side Holiday. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Tatum. Good on the jump shot. Tatum's got 5 now.
Oh, that's just a smooth jump shot. Tatum has such a deep arsenal. So many different ways to score.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a deep 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics trailed by 13. Out to White. And here is Tatum. He's guarded by Williams. Back to Tatum. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Bangs home the trifecta.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Puts up a deep 3. Shot's good by Williams. 10 points for him. Caruso with the steal. And so we wrap up the first half. Thunder lead by 13. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Fires the 3. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics trailed by 13. Outside, Porzingis. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Up and in on the layup. Porzingis has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Celtics.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from about 19 feet. And the Thunder lead by 13.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
They get it again. Brown wide open. He fires. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
A wide open look here for Caruso. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's stolen by White. Outside Tatum. Brown with it. Dort covering. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Been fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without fouling.
Over in the corner, Dort. And he's good on the three ball. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Good on the triple.
But we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Back to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on White. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Down by 15. Pass to Holmgren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
And so he hits both. 1:14 left in the third quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Pritchard. To the paint. Here's Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
And Williams with the stuff.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Oklahoma City leading by 17. Holmgren the screen. The kick out to Williams. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. And Horford pulls it down. Here's Hauser. Misses the 3. Fast break. Here they come. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Williams. Over Horford. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder out in front by 17 points.
The Thunder, 44.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Celtics trail by 17. Pass to Hauser. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Thunder.
And here is Horford.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Here's Hauser. They get the rebound. Back to Horford. There's the triple. Pass to Hauser. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. That one on Dort. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
The Thunder leading by 10. Outside Williams. Holmgren the screen. Pass to Caruso. Here's Dort. Trains the three-pointer.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
A wide open look here for Craig. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. Here's Hauser. The Celtics get it back in a new 14. From deep. Here's Horford. Pass to Hauser. Craig sets a screen. And the basket by Hauser. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. And here is Caruso. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's Pritchard. For the 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Celtics trailed by 14. Here's Pritchard. And it's off from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in just the second half.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Caruso. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 18.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Picked by Horford. Pass to Hauser. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Shooting 1.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They led by as many as 18 points. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Oklahoma City.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground.
Ooh, what a slam!
Oh, my.
What a slam!
Gracious. They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
The opposition had no answer for them. The way they attacked them relentlessly was so impressive, man. That was a good win.
Gilgeous-Alexander for Van Badie.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Going inside.
And you really have to appreciate the steady effort of Gilgeous-Alexander. The game looks like it comes easy to him, but he is one of the hardest workers on the floor.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Picked by Horford. Here's Hauser. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Takes the 3. And that one is off. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander fires from way outside. They grab their own miss. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Holmgren. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Detroit Pistons. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. He gets that one. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Shot clock at 6. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. And what a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Here's Mobley. That shot misses. Great defense that time from Duren. And when you take a look.
Oh! Wait. Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Cunningham's got 5 points so far.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now here's Mobley. Mitchell outside. Mobley is screened. Shot to stop the run. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to Harris. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Cunningham. 5 points in the game. Hardaway, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. Inside, Mobley. Thompson with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Strus. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Thompson in the corner. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Darius Garland did not like that.
The speed makes Thompson such a threat with the ball in his hands.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
It's his first trip to the line. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And that's 10 points now in the game from Ausar Thompson. Here's Okoro. Lays it up and banks it in.
Okoro finding a way to get an angle and then get inside.
Thompson in the corner. Down low. Here's Duren.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Back to Mitchell. Can't hit from in close.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Out to Hardaway. Misses the three. Strus in the corner. Mitchell outside. Pass to Okoro. Here's Garland. What a performance for Ausar Thompson. He has been the story for the Detroit Pistons. He got it up. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And slam dunk by Allen.
And this is the threat that Allen gives you on the interior, gets great position, and then just jams it through.
Thompson in the corner. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. And stolen by Ivy. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Over to the wing. It's stolen by Cunningham. Up the floor. In the corner, it's Harris. Fires from deep. Jared Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 19. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And here's Strus for three. Duren pulls it in. Brent, something the Detroit Pistons unit does so well. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Number 9.